Hey everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mr. Guy, Board Game Geek, bringing you our 5th episode of our playthrough of Zombicide, Black Plague. Now this is the Zombicide version that's set in the Middle Ages, so if you haven't been keeping track, I highly recommend going back and starting from the first episode, but otherwise we're going to continue on. I did make one error. It was more of just a remembrance of the old rules more than an error, but I'm going to fix it anyway, so I'm going to tell you what it is, I'm going to fix it, and then we'll move on. By the way, guys, I am working with some new lighting. I know that one of the things that I was trying to resolve is having glare on cards. You notice there is none. Pretty sweet. And I got a really nice diffused 5-piece diffused lighting set for Christmas that has a green screen in it and everything. It's awesome stuff. And I'm testing out the lighting today, so you got to let me know if this lighting is better than what it was, because before it was just my overhead lighting in my room. Now I have the cool silver and white and black umbrellas and all that stuff going on. It's really neat. Anyway, getting excited. I like doing things better. That's kind of the way I am. So anytime I can find ways to improve things, I will try to do them. And this is one of those. So anyway, guys, let's continue on with this error. So first error is this old fella here, right? He, I drew an abomination card a while back. And when you do that, in Zombicide Black Plague, as opposed to some of the various rules, depending on which rule set you're looking at for regular Zombicide, that means that you would spawn, when you draw a card for a abomination, and you already have one, you would spawn a fatty. Well, in Black Plague it's different. The abomination actually gets an extra activation, so he'd be right there. That's it. That's the big deal of the night. So anyway, let's continue on. We're going to start with Samson's turns. Pretty exciting stuff. And we're going to rock this out. Okay, guys, so here we have Samson. He is, he's still just wielding his hammer and his shield. He doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. He is about to enter the crazy room, the crazy building where all the zombies were. They're not so many anymore. We've taken out a lot of them. But we want to make sure that, that our guy, Baldrick, is not continuing to get experience until the other ones catch up some. So Baldrick's going to have to fade to the back and be a healer for a bit, while the others, like Samson, take the lead on destroying stuff. So let's destroy stuff. Okay, so here we have Samson. You can see that he is going to be swinging first. He's going to be attacking this runner. Now, he still only got his hammer. His hammer just does 4. But he is now into the stage of having extra actions, which is awesome. So you get 4 total actions. He can take his first action to swing on this runner. Okay, guys, let's do this thing. We're going to roll 1 die, and this is going to be his first of 4 actions. What do we get? Oh, there's some little glare on my dice there from the lighting. I'm sorry. I'll figure all this out and make it all perfect at some point. He missed on his first attempt, so we're going to roll again his second action. He rolled a 4 on the second action, so he succeeded, which means he will take out this runner here, and that's going to bump him up to 10 experience points. Boom, there. And then we're going to move him. So this is action 1, action 2, action 3, and then for his last action, he's going to take a swipe at one of these zombies in here, see if we can clear them out. I think once we clear out some space, we are definitely going to need to get him a better weapon. He rolled a 5, so he did it again. He's only missed once this whole time. So you saw there were 3 zombies. Now I'm not going to go back to the table, but we popped another one of the walkers there. That's going to put him up to 11. Nice, right? Okay. All right, let's move on. That is going to end Samson's turn. He cleared the spawn point and is gone out of the aisle. Pretty good stuff. Okay. Now we have Anne up. She is bearing the torch, and she's going to get it to somebody who needs the experience. It's either going to be Silas or probably Clovis. Clovis is the one with the least experience, and we need to get some experience points, so he needs the 5 points for taking down the abomination. Let's go to the table and do that movement. Okay, so here we have Anne. She's going to go 1, 2, and for her third action, she's going to trade the torch off to Clovis, who is temporarily going to put up one of his swords and take the torch. During that time, she will decide to re-equip the short sword. I don't see any reason why not. Okay, she is there with Silas and Clovis. Good stuff for her. All right, let's move on. Now that was basically her. Wait. That was 1, 2, 3. She's still got another action. So I think what she'll do, she might as well shoot at these runners right here with her crossbow. She got her orcish crossbow. She's going to do that. Actually, let's shoot at these runners. Leave these for the melee guys to take care of this turn, or so people. You know what? I don't think she's going to do any of that. I think she's just going to stay put because I want Silas and Clovis to get the experience in this tobacco. She was just there to hand off the torch and be backup if needed with her crossbow. Yeah, I think she'll just hang loose right there. Okay, well, you know what she can do is head back here 1 to take anything that comes out of the spawn point. We can do that. Okay, that's going to end Anne's turn. Wow, quick turn. So we're going to go on to Baldrick. Okay, here we have Baldrick. Now the problem with Baldrick right now is he's about to go in the orange zone, and we still have 1 building to open up. I don't want to create another zombie horde with the orange cards, and we're about to reshuffle that deck. Could be really overwhelming for us if we're not careful. I don't know. I mean, I can't avoid it forever, so I might just lob his Inferno into the room. I mean, we're almost got the biggest building cleared out. I'm thinking we just start to plow ahead and allow him to get his spellbook ability too, which means that if he can ever connect with Clovis, he will have a treasure trove of spells to throw because he can use all the spells in his inventory as if they're equipped. It's a pretty cool ability. Or he gets +1 free magic attack action. I'm not sure which one in this scenario. I might not get the spellbook because I don't know how he and Clovis are going to connect anytime soon. But let's go to the table and let's look at what we want to do. Okay, guys. So here we go. We got Clovis right here. I think he's going to lob his Inferno into there. It's 4 dice. He's almost assuredly going to kill those guys. So that'd be the first of 4 actions. Keep in mind that gets 4 dice with that. And we're going to roll him up. Oh my gosh, he only got 1 hit out of that. That's unreal. Okay, well, that's okay. He's got more actions. Wait, no. The Inferno's at 4. Yeah, so he did. He only got 1 hit out of that. Well, that's okay, isn't it? So he killed this walker here. We got rid of another walker, and that's going to give him his 18th experience point. He's 1 away from going to the next level. Okay, let's see. Does he want to take that guy out or not? I don't know. I think he will. I don't see any reason why not. Yeah, what the heck. Let's do it. I think we're going to be spawning in the orange zone next turn. That's going to be bad. He got 2 hits on that one, so he definitely took out that last walker. Boom. Okay, let's go to his player board because we got some decisions to make. Okay, so here's our first decision. So we know that he goes up to 19. He is now in the orange. That's not good for us from a spawning standpoint, but it's okay. It'll bring up the tension level of the game quite a bit. So we have to choose between the +1 free magic action or the spellbook. I mean, I like the idea of the spellbook. I don't know if it's going to help us as much. You'd think that would just be the natural thing to do, but he's already got a spellcaster, which gives him a free magic action, spellcasting action. And then if he does that one, he'd have another one. So he'd have, it would basically give him 5 actions, with 2 of them being, well, actually, yeah, no. 6 actions, with 2 of them being magic actions, because he's got 4 basic actions right now, plus a spellcaster. That would allow him to really go crazy with healing and Inferno, is the 2 spells he's got. The spells that Silas or Clovis have, no, it's Silas have, are good. I just don't know if it's worth it in this scenario. He's not going to have time. Clovis and he are separated. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take the free magic action. Okay, well, so that is going to be Baldrick's second action. So actually, that first action where he threw the spell was free, so he's only used 1 action so far. That means he's going to move. He's going to go 2, 3, boom, because remember, you have to spend an extra action, and 4 to move into there, and that's going to be the end of his movement. Yes, he'll have zombies with him next time, but that's okay. However, he's got a free magic action, right? He just got one. So he's going to lob an Inferno into there and see if we can take all three of those out in one shot. That'd be nice. He's got no risk. He's got a long way to go before he goes to the red level, so he's got no risk of leveling much farther. So let's do that thing. Boom, 4 dice. One hit. Nice. Well, it's okay. So I was reading that someone thought that the Inferno spell was overpowered. I guess if you're rolling really well it is, but it doesn't seem that overpowered to me anyway. He killed that walker, and then, I mean, it's more powerful, but not overpowered. And then we're going to give him 20. He's at 20 now, experience points, and that's going to end Baldrick's turn. Now, I'm not too worried about zombies coming in and hitting him. He's got plate armor on. I mean, heck, he's like the warrior wizard now. So anyway, let's continue on. We're going to go on to Nelly next. Okay, Nelly, here we go. Nelly is about to get her next action, which is awesome. She's in the same room as Samson. She's got 2 walkers there, and that's it. And she's only got a short sword to attack them with. So she is going to attack with a short sword. It's not a great weapon. It's a starter weapon. So she still has a 4 better to hit, and if she hits him, she'll kill it. So let's go to the dice bowl, and well, let's first show you what she's going to kill, and then we'll go to the dice bowl and roll some dice. Okay, so here she is. She's facing off against these 2 clowns right here. We're going to take them down, and she's going to kill them. Or send them back to the grave, rather, because they're already dead. So let's roll. We're going to roll 1 die. Let's see what she gets. A 3 is a miss. Let's roll again. So that's first action number 1. Action number 2 is a miss. Uh-oh. Action number 3. Come on, Nelly. Oh, 3 misses. She whiffed her actions. That's bad. That means we could possibly take damage this turn. Man, I really thought she'd kill at least one of them. And then, because then our dwarf can just absorb the hits. Well, that's no bueno. Well, okay. Well, it is what it is. Nelly, you whiffed. Okay, let's move on. Ooh, Nelly, totally bad. Can't kill 2 shamblers. That's just a shame. Okay, anyway, we're here with Clovis now. Clovis is doing pretty well. He's got the torch and the chainmail and his short sword, and he's not going to attack anything this turn. He's waiting for the... I'm going to let Silas take out the 2 runners. And the reason being is because when the next turn comes, he's going to lob the torch into the bile and get all these guys. So, plus a runner. So he's going to get 5, 6, 7, 8 experience points in that one shot. Silas has a chance for 2 here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Hate when I get excited and start talking about stuff you can't see. Okay, we got 2 runners here we're gonna let Silas take those out with his bow. We got the Abomination, 2 walkers here, and a runner here. They're all gonna end up in that zone when he throws the torch. So he's gonna get a lot of experience points. So what we're gonna do with Clovis this turn is, you guessed it, he's a searching man. He goes 1. He's going to search for 1, and the reason I want him to do that is he has the torch, so he's going to get to draw 2 cards. If you read the torch, it says that he gets to draw 2 cards when searching, spend 1 action, discard the torch from the hand. That's the bile. So anyway, draw 2 cards when searching. It doesn't say you only get to keep 1, though. I'm not sure how that works. Anyway, here's the deck. He got salted meat for an experience point. I think we're going to take that. Let's see what else he gets, unless this is an incredible weapon, and some apples. Either way. Let me look it up. I want to see if that means if the torch allows him to take both. It doesn't say. It simply says, draw 2 cards when searching. Huh. What do you think? I know in the old game, the flashlight allowed you to draw cards and keep 1. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So I think the end result of this is he's going to get an experience point. That's what we're going to do with it. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'll give him another experience point. Okay, Clovis. He's actually up to 2 experience points now. Wow. Okay, next thing he's going to do is step back on out here with his buddy Silas, and then that's going to be the end of that for him. So that is the end of Clovis's turn. Now we're on to Silas and the last action turn. Now, I hope that he does manage to take out both. He should. He's going to use his crossbow first. He's got plenty of bolts, plenty of arrows. Yes, literally, in the form of 2 cards, and then a short bow. So I think that he's going to first fire off his crossbow. It does require reloading, so he's not going to reload it. He'll just fire it, and then if he still needs to shoot, he's got a short bow. But he does get rerolls with plenty of plenty of bolts. The crossbow, however, is pretty good. It needs a 3+ and does 2 dice. Rolls 2 dice. So let's look at the board. So once again, we got our Dragon Bile set up here, but he wants to take these two guys out with his bows. So these two runners got to go down. Okay, we got 2 dice. These 3s are better. He got 1, so he is going to have to use his reroll. Plenty of bolts. That says you may reroll all ranged attacks once with weapons with the bolts keyword, and that is his crossbow. Okay, so he's going to get to reroll this 2. So we got 1 hit. We're going to reroll the 2, and that's why I like him and his quivers, because he's very likely to kill everything in his path. Okay, we have stopped these 2 runners in their tracks. They are gone. History, tostada, and then we're going to increase Silas's experience by 2, putting him at 4. So he's not doing too badly, is he? And that was only his first action. So I think since neither of his weapons have a reload factor of greater than that, I don't know what else he can do. He can only shoot 0 or 1, so he can't get to without moving, which would put him at risk. He can't really get anywhere. So here's what he's going to do. He's going to back into here as well for 1 and search. Why the heck not? And that'll end his actions for the turn, because he's still not at the next level either. So what does he get? A torch! Well, we're definitely going to backpack that, I think, for now. Can you backpack that? No, it says, yeah, well, you can backpack anything, right? He just doesn't have it lit. So we'll have a torch for the next abomination we might have to face. I'm going to put his quivers in the front so that we remember that they're there. His plenty of arrows and plenty of bolts. He's got a dagger and now a torch in his inventory. Okay, that's going to be the end of that. Boom. And that is the end of the player action rounds. So sadly, the first thing that happens up here is we have some attacks going down. Not good. It's going to hit Nelly and Samson. So Samson has his shield, which is armor 4+. But with his Ironhide, that's going to make it armor 3+. So he's just going to try and absorb the 2 hits from these zombies. And if he does take damage, we have Baldrick in the next room who has healing. So the first roll, he's going to roll 3 or better, hopefully. 1, he does not. That means that he actually takes a point of damage and will need that healing from Baldrick. And we're going to roll again, a 5. So he bounced the second one off his shield, but he did take a point of damage. I got to tell you, armor in this, we'll see if it gets tougher in later scenarios, or now that I'm ratcheting up to the orange zone where there's going to be a lot more creatures on the board, or when we get all the additional stuff that goes with the game that might have some tougher critters in it to fight these unusual abominations and that, because the armor is pretty powerful. Don't know about how I feel about that. Anyway, that's it for the attacks. Now we're going to go to some spawning. Or, sorry, moving, rather. Okay, we'll start up here. These 2 are going to move into the zone with Baldrick, but they don't do anything. These guys already did their attacks, and then we're going to go down to the big street level stuff. I'll start back here. So the Necromancer moves up 1, the Fatty moves up 1, and this veritable horde of walkers following along in the Necromancer's wake move up 1. Now let's move to the front part, because this is where the important stuff happens. Okay, so the Abomination is going to move 1 to here. We're going to move those 2 guys to there. This one's going to go 1, 2, and then all these walkers will move up to there. That is the zombie movements for the turn. Now we got to do some spawning. We only have a few cards left in our spawn deck before we have to reshuffle it, so let's see what we get here. We're on the 3rd level, so we're going to have 4 walkers. Good thing we're clearing them out, because this could end up with extra activations. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Those are just from my dead pile that I had. Okay, that's going to be that spawn point. Now we got to go to this double spawn point, or way over to the other side. I'm not sure how we're going to get the Necromancer. He might escape and leave us with 2 spawn points, but let's see what we get here. Orange. All standard fatties get an extra action. We do have one. So he's right here. So he's just going to get to go here. That wasn't terrible. That wasn't too bad. And then the next one is going to be a double spawn over here at this spot here. And I have 1 card left. So let's go over to the last spawn point. So I drew the first of the last, because the last card I had, there were 6 walkers. Remember, we're in the orange zone. So 6 walkers. I'm starting to run low on figures, guys. We're going to start seeing some extra activations, which I hate. So, and we got to draw 1 more card there. I hope it's not too terribly bad. Wouldn't mind if there's a couple fatties, because they're far away and we could take our time getting to them. Even though I think that our Necromancer is going to escape. It's bad news for us. Okay, and so I'm shuffling the heck out of the spawn deck while we're here. Let's see what we get. Yeah, keep shuffling. I want to make sure because it's all shuffled up so that they don't clump together with things I've already done. Let's see. That should be good, right? Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Let's shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. All right. Whoop. Okay, guys. What do we got here? Let's draw. Hope we don't get in too much trouble. We're going to get 3 walkers for our first draw. That's okay. I still have them, but I'm starting to run out. I got like maybe 2, 4. Well, I got 4 of them left. So there are 9 walkers here. Pretty crazy, right? Boom, boom. All right. Okay, that is the end of the spawn for that turn. So we're going to wrap back around. We're going to take one more turn, and we're going to do some serious zombie slaying. We got a big event happening where Clovis is going to get to kill the abomination. That is cool. Okay, but he's not first. Samson is. So Samson's not thrilled that Nelly missed all her attacks, and he had to take a wound for it. He's cursing her name. But he is going to, he's got 2 walkers in the space with him. He's going to take a swing at them with his hammer. So action number 1 is a miss. Uh-oh, Samson, don't you start this train. Action number 2 is a miss. Oh no. Oh no, and he's got 4 actions. Action number 3 is a miss. Oh gosh, oh my god, I can't believe this. And action number 4. Come on, Samson. Okay, finally got one of the 2 walkers there in 4 actions. What a waste. There he is. That was no good. That means Nelly's going to have to continue to fight in that room. Let's kill one of them. Really wanted Samson to be able to get the healing, but not this turn. Okay, he's going to go up to 12 experience points, and that's going to end his turn. Wow, lousy. Okay, well here's Anne. I mean, she's got an Orcish crossbow, so I know what she's going to do. She's going to move up 1 here, fire her crossbow for her second action into there. Alright, her Orcish crossbow does require a reload, so she's going to shoot once, see what happens. This is action number 2 of 4. She needs to roll a 2. She hit. The Orcish crossbow is a 3, so she only got 1 of the 4 walkers. So we're going to do that. And does she reload? You know, no. You know what she's going to do? Here's what she's going to do. But first, let's do that. So she moved for 1. She shot for 2. That's her second of 4 actions. Then she's going to use her Bloodlust melee, which is going to give her a free move of up to, I think it's up to 2, or is it, if she has to move 2, I don't know if I want to do that. Let me think. I think it might be up to 2. If it's up to 2, we're good. Let me see. I'm trying to find the right page here while we're doing it. I'll pause for a moment. Okay, Bloodlust melee. Spend 1 action with the survivor. He moves up to 2 zones, so we're good. So she is going to move 1, and then she gets a free attack with the melee attack on her Orcish crossbow. Don't have to reload that. Which is 2 dice, and it also needs a 3+ and does 2 points of damage. This will be free action of 4, so she's taken 2 actions so far. But because Anne is a wild, pent-up, frustrated nun, she's melee crazy. Here we go. Well, she got 2 hits, so she took 2 of the 3 there, and that hit. So I'm just going to take them off the board. You saw what the scenario was there. So there's 2 more for her, and then she's got 1 more there. She's going to take her 3rd action with, yeah, she'll take her 3rd action with the crossbow to poke at the last one there. I'm sure she'll get it. She rolled 2 2s. She didn't kill him. Oh man, that means she's going to take some damage. She has no armor or anything. That was her 4th action, right? So she moved 1, shot for 2, Bloodlust for 3, 4, miss. Okay, yep. Wow, that no bueno for her. But that does give her 13 experience points. Man, I'm not playing. I couldn't imagine her missing with that. That's crazy. It is what it is. So we're going to move on now to Baldrick. Okay, here's Baldrick. He can't hit himself with the Inferno spell, so he's going to blast the 2. His first action, he's going to take his free spellcaster action and blast the 2 that are in the room with him. That is going to allow him to roll 4 dice. He killed only 1 of them. He's not very good at this. So we're going to remove 1 of these from the board. That's going to put him up. I'm not going to show you, but that's going to put him up to 21 experience points. I mean, he's got a long way to go, guys, before he gets anything crazy going on there. And then he's going to roll again on that next one up there. Might as well. He'll use his new extra free magic action. Boom. So he hasn't used any real actions yet, and he did actually kill it. He is infernoing the heck out of these things. Well, sort of. And that's going to put him up to 22 experience points. I'll show you that as we close out, but you don't need to see it right this minute. And then for his actual first action, he's going to go 1, pick up the objective. Oh, it was not the lab. Okay. So we have picked up another objective. That is going to put him up 5 more. So 22, so 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. Well, we don't want him to get in too much more of that, do we? We want the other guys to get it. I mean, Baldrick's in pretty good shape. Anyway, that was his first actual action. He's going to go 2, then 3 into here. Yep, he's moving in with the zombies, figuring that zombie will be kaput by... oh, wait. Someone's... Well, he'll have to heal Samson again, I guess. Unbelievable. Okay, because he doesn't have any real way. Well, yeah, he doesn't want to take a chance with any of his spells. So, he's going to heal. Going to cast healing. He has plate armor, too, so I'm not too worried about him taking damage. He's going to cast his healing spell on Samson. So I put Samson back down to no damage. He got healed 1, which puts him at 0 damage. Now we're going to move on to the cool action of the turn, which is going to be Clovis and his torch on the Dragon Bile. Okay, here's Clovis. He's got his torch in hand. It says spend an action to discard the torch from hand. Select a Dragon Bile token at range 0 or 1 and resolve Dragon Fire. Well, we know how Dragon Fire works. This is discarded. But Dragon Fire works just like the old Molotovs do in Zombicide. So we go boom. This abomination goes. This guy goes. The runner. That's 5, 6, 7, 8 experience points for him in 1 shot, and the Dragon Bile has been used and off the board. That was a very effective turn as he blew those guys up. Should have a special effect in there. We'll see. Okay, now let's go do his experience though. So that's going to put Clovis at 10. Booyah, just like that. He was at 2 already, and that allows him to get his +1 free action. So remember, that was his first action. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, we do need to kill a lot more zombies, and maybe we can get to the necromancer. Let's try this. For his second action, he might equip the lightning bolt. It's got a range of 3. It only does 1 die. It needs a 4 hit. It's not great, but it's ranged, and that would allow him to attack from right here. He's also got Death Strike, which is not any better. Actually, it's not good. It wouldn't do him any good here. Or he can just equip another short sword and go at it. I think he'll equip the short sword. He's got chainmail armor. He's not feeling particularly vulnerable. And then he'll go. So that was 2. That's just 2, 3. And I guess he'll wait there. Yeah, I don't want to, I probably should do the lightning bolt. Well, it's only going to kill one of them. I don't see the, well, could help. No, we're going to leave him there. Okay, we're going to leave him there. Boom. All right. Next up is going to be Silas, and that's going to end our play around for the turn. Okay, so we're going to get rid of Clovis here. We're going to go to Silas. Okay, next up is Silas. He's loaded down with all kinds of stuff. He's going to go 1, 2, and then shoot into here with his crossbow. Got to get him leveled up too. Well, he hit with both. So that with the hand crossbow, that needs a 3 or better. It does 2 dice, but only does 1 point of damage. So he killed 2 of the zombies, the walkers that were there. He destroyed them. Boom. They are history. Good, because we needed some of those back. And then he's going to get 2 more experience. Almost, Silas. Almost. Okay. Anyway, that's going to end the player turns. So we're going to have some attacks, unfortunately, and then we're going to have some movement and then spawns. So up here we do have an unfortunate event. Anne is going to take damage. That is not cool. So she takes 1 point of damage. That was no good for her. And then we're going to go on to the next room where we got 2 armored folks that can absorb that. I think we're going to allow Samson to take the hit on from the zombie in his room. Now the reason I automatically did a point to Anne is because she has no armor, but he's in here with these 3. He's attacking, so Samson's going to step in front of it and take it on his shield, hopefully. And he needs a 3. Come on, so, boom, he got it. So he took no damage. Now we got a lot of movement. Okay, so we got these 2 guys here. The necromancer and the fatty are moving to here. Look at this mess. Boom, 9 walkers for Silas and Clovis to take down. Boom. And then way over here, got another mega horde coming down the street at him. And now we got to do some spawns. Okay, starting at the top as we always do, what do we get? We get a necromancer. Well, there's already one on. Oh, no! Oh, man. He's going to get away, guys. he gets an extra activation and moves up here with this horde. But that means Anne doesn't have anything more to contend with. That's not a bad thing. When you have the when you get the full set of Black Plague with all the extras from your Kickstarter, you will be able to do a Cabal, which allows you to have more than one Necromancer on the board at one time. But right now, there's only rules for one, and so they just get that extra activation. Okay, let's draw another card here. Ill-fated, I would have to say. Okay, that goes there, and I do not see how we're going to get him. He is moved to here, and he's going to get away. That sucks. And we still have to spawn one here now. 4 walkers there, so we're going to put another 4 walkers in that spot. Let me grab them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, part of the scenario is we have to grab up all the objectives, and we still currently have 4 on the board we have to collect. We have done the part, we're still going to have to fight a Necromancer, maybe even an Abomination, but we have killed them already, so I believe the scenario doesn't say you can't kill them out of the sequence of the laboratory, so I have to assume that if we can pick up the 4 tokens, we will then be able to automatically win, because we've already killed a Necromancer and an Abomination. We do have a torch, but we don't have Dragon Bile again, so I'm going to search just in case. Tell me what you think about that. Okay, let's move on. Okay, we got one spawn here. What's it going to be? Oh my god! Oh man. He gets away. So here's what happens when he gets away. Man, that really bites. That just was dead set against us. That Necromancer was meant to escape. Clovis and Silas didn't stand a chance. And I was going to go get him too. Anyway, what happens is now this one here that we spawned for the Necromancer flips over, becomes a regular spawn point. So now that is always and permanently a double spawn point. Unless I kill another Necromancer, then I can remove one of those. But I'd probably want to remove the one that he popped. So unless we can kill 2 Necromancers pretty quickly, I think we're kind of hosed on that. I don't know. We'll see. I think the way it goes is once they permanently spawn one, there's no way you're going to get that back. Because if another one comes out, you got to take that one out too, or you're still going to have just displacing it, not removing it. Okay, well guys, that is going to end our full turns for this one. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know how the lighting went. If it was better or worse. I would have to think it was better. Everything seemed clearer to me on the boards. And I don't have all of my umbrellas up refracting light or pushing light around, but I have a couple of them because my office isn't that big. I mean, the 2, the one reflector one and the one white one should be enough. But let me know, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Hope your holidays have been wonderful, and I'll see you soon.